So good afternoon. We will continue discussing resolution of forces in statics of rigid bodies. Okay, before we start, let us pray muna. So let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. I will continue, oh my God, to do all my actions for the love of thee. Saint John Baptist de la Salle, pray for us. Leave Jesus in our hearts forever. And the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Ito, Cartesian vector and moment of a force. Yeah. Okay. So, next topic na tayo, Cartesian vectors and moment of a force. So, in statics of rigid bodies. So, when we say Cartesian vector representation, so from 2D space, vector F may have may have two rectangular components. But in non-concurrent, non-coplanar forces or 3D representation, there are three. So, yun yung X, Y, and Z. For 2D representation, X and Y. Okay? So, these are represented in rectangular form by Fx, Fy, and Fz, respectively. So, in 3 dimensions, the set of Cartesian unit vectors is I, J, and K. Okay? So, it is used to designate the directions of X, Y, and Z axes, respectively. So, since 3 components of X act in the positive I, J, and K, so directions, we can write F in the Cartesian vector form or Cartesian vector representation as F is equals to Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. Okay? Separating the magnitude and direction of each component will simplify the operations of vector algebra, particularly in 3 dimensions. So, as you can see in this example, yeah, sorry. So, ito, yan. So, kung this one is the force F acting in a 3D space from, yan. Wait. Ayan, sorry. Yan. So, this one, ito yung F. So, the components are here. This is for the X component, Fxi. And this is for the Y component. This is Fyj. And this is for Z component, Fzk. So, lahat yan, ito itong mga theta Y, theta X, and theta Z is the direction angle with respect to each axis. Okay? So, the magnitude of a vector F is simply equals to Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk, right? In a Cartesian vector. So, it is also equal to the positive square root of the sum of the squares of its component. So, it is written as the square root of Fx squared plus Fy squared plus Fj squared. As you can see, nadagdagan lang ng isa. So, sa 2D, the resultant is just equals to square root of Fx squared plus Fy squared. So, nadagdagan lang ng isa straight. Okay? Same lang. And then, the direction of F by the coordinate angle. So, ito yung tawag natin direction angle. So, ito yon. This is theta X, theta Y, and theta Z. Measured between the tail of the F and the positive X, Y, and Z, respectively. Provided that they are located at the tail of F. Basta located siya at the tail of F. So, for example nga, ito yung F. And so, this is theta X with respect to the x-axis. And this is theta Y naman with respect to the y-axis. And this is theta Z with respect to the axis. So these are cosines. Cosines. Okay? Direction cosines of F. These are called direction angle or direction cosines of F. So cosine theta x is just equal to the component of F along x over F. Okay? Absolute F yun dapat. Positive. And then cosine theta y is equals to Fy over F. And then cosine theta z is equals to Fz over. Okay? So as you can see, meron tayong tinatawag na unit vectors. So unit vector is defined as the vector of unit magnitude in a specific direction. So if the force is not given, but the coordinates or the position of the force, we can also use that to get the magnitude of the force. So that is considered as unit vector. So multiplying the unit vector by the scalar denotes a vector having the direction of the unit vector and the magnitude equal to that of the scalar. So for example, this is the unit vector. So this is just equal to the vector representation of the force F over the resultant of all the components. Okay? So to rewrite this, so it is just equal to Fx of I plus Fyj plus Fzk over the square root of Fx squared plus Fy squared plus Fj squared. But what is this? This is just the resultant F, diba? So we can rewrite this as this one. Okay? So that is the unit vector. The easy way of obtaining the direction cosine is to form a unit vector. So in the direction of F. So as you can see, ayan. Diba? Unit vector of F is just equals to Fx over Fi plus Fy over Fj plus Fj over Fk. So since alam naman natin na cosine theta x, cosine theta y, and cosine theta z is just the component over the resultant F, di ba? So we can rewrite this as this. So the unit vector of F is equal to cosine theta xi plus cosine theta yj plus cosine theta yk. Okay? So position vector naman. So a position vector is defined as the fixed vector which locates a point in space relative to another point. So kung naka-use na kayo ng AutoCAD, coordinate. So kailangan alam mo yung initial position ng line, di ba? And then the final position. So it will get position vector niya. For example, this is x2, y2. And then this is x1, y1. Coordinate siya, di ba? So relative to another point. Kaya nga, ito yung isang point niya, yung final position at saka yung initial. So, for example, if the vector R is directed from origin O, so alam natin na kung origin O yan, 0, 0 yan, di ba? Okay? At to a point P, X, Y, Z. So, we can represent the vector as X, Y, and Z. Kasi X minus 0 is still X, Y minus 0 is still Y, and Z minus 0 is still Z. So that is position vector. Okay? So a unit vector U barred F which characterized by the position vector F can be represented as unit vector is equal to the position vector over the resultant. So parang i-convert lang, di ba? So, naging x, y, z na siya, then square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Pero take note that these are position. Okay? Hindi yan magnitude ng force. Positions yan. Okay? So, let's try an example. Yeah. In some cases, you might encounter problems where vectors pass through some points in space with the specified coordinates. Thus, it is important to have a knowledge in coordinate system. Diba? O as example, points A and B, nasa space. Okay? So, ito yung point B. So, this is point A. Okay? So, as the following coordinates. So, yan. As you can see. Ito yung coordinate ni A. So, 2, -6, 4 meters. And B, -1, 4 meter and 6. So, alam na natin, this is X, Y, Z. Para sa A. This is X, Y, Z para naman sa B. Di ba? So, ito na ngayon yung ating position vector. Di ba? From the origin. Ito na yan. Yun yung origin, tapos ito naman yung isa. Ayan. Okay? So, yung blue is B, yung A naman yung red. So, kapag nirepresent natin yan, position vector in Cartesian na representation. So, it's just simply 2i minus 6j plus 4k. Yan yung para sa line OA or position vector A. And then for position vector B, it's just -1i or -i na lang kasi no need to write 1 na plus 4j plus 4k. Ganyan lang kasimple. Okay? Okay. Let's try to solve this sample problem. So, using Cartesian vector representation. Okay, a cable attached to an eye bolt shown in the given figure, pulled with a force F with magnitude of 500 pounds. So, determine the vector representation of this force. So, as you can see, so magbe-base lang tayo sa figure. So, ito initially yung location ng force and then going down siya, no? So, we will determine muna yung position vector niya to be able to analyze this problem. So, using coordinate system. So, given naman yung force F which is 500 pounds, right? 500 pounds. So, therefore, unahin natin isa-isa. So, as you can see, initially, this is located. Exposition muna tayo Exposition natin, initially, it is located 0. And then x2 final position is located here. Right? So it is 6. And then y1, initially it is located +3. So, and then bababa siya papunta sa 0. So ito yung level niya. So y2 is 0. And then z1 initially is 4. And then z2 is 0. So, paano ko na-visualize yan? So, ganito. Para hindi kayo malito, i-draw nyo siya plane by plane. So, unahin muna natin si X and Y. Okay? So, actually, mali ito This is Y. This is X. Diba ito yung thumb rule natin? Mali lang yung labeling. So, this is Z. Okay? X, Y, Z. Ayan. Okay, na-record na. Yan dapat. So, ngayon, as you can see, ito talaga initially siya. XY plane yan So, this is Y. So, this is 3 feet na. And then, tatama siya pag ganun. Pag ganun siya. Pag tinignan mo sa XY plane, ito yung F. Okay? So, this is 6. So, initially, ito siya. Yung tail. Diba? And then, papunta, kung yung horizontal component, initially 0 siya. Papuntang 6. So, 0 and 6. And then, yung Y, initially, nasa 3 siya, pero yung pababa siya, papuntang 0. So, therefore, initial niya is 3, pababa, 0. Okay? Para sa Z naman, tingnan mo naman, look into the YZ plane para hindi ka nahirapan. So, YZ plane. So, ito ngayon siya. YZ. So, ito, for example, Y. And Z. So, initially, ito siya. Kung titingnan mo. Diba? Initially, sa Z, nasa 4 feet siya. And then, ito, alam na natin to initially, nasa 3 pa. 3. And then, pababa siya. So, kung titingnan mo dun sa YZ plane niya na, pag ganun siya. Ito yung direction ng force F. Okay? This is the XY plane. This is the YZ plane. Okay? So, Z is from 4 papuntang 0. Y is 3 papuntang 0. So, therefore, we can now get the position vector niya. So, initial, final minus initial lang. Di ba? So, therefore, paano yun? So, dito tayo. Kunin natin. So, therefore, yung X position niya is final minus initial 6. So, therefore, 6. And then, Y is final is 0 minus 3, negative 3. And then, Z is 0 minus 4 equals to negative 4. Therefore, the X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z is equals to 6, negative 3, and then negative 4. Okay? So, ngayon, using your calculator, get the position resultant. Ito yung R natin, di ba? Yung RX, RY, and RJ. So, get the resultant. So, square root ng 6 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared. So, R is square root of 61. Square root of 61. So, we can now solve for the component of this force, di ba? So, sa 2D, di ba, ang ginagamit natin slope. So, parang ganito lang yan. We can now solve for the component of Fx. This is just simply Rx over R multiplied by M. Yeah? So, that is 6 over square root of 61 multiplied by 500 pounds. Therefore, Fx is equals to 6 over square root of 61 multiplied by 500. That is 384.11 pounds. So therefore, for Fy is just simply equal to Ry over R multiplied by F. So yung Ry natin is negative 3 over square root of 61 multiplied by 500. So that is negative 192. Negative 192.06 pounds. And therefore, Fz is equals to negative 4 over square root of 61 multiplied by 500 is equals to 256.07. Negative 256.07 pounds. Okay? So now we can now write the vector representation of this force F. Okay? The vector representation will be written as, then gawin natin black. And answer. So therefore, vector representation is equals to Fxi, di ba? Fxi plus Fyij plus Fzj. Yeah? So Fx is 384.11 I plus Fy, oops, not plus y, because negative yan. So magiging minus na yan. So that is minus 192.06 J minus 256.07 K. So this is the final answer. Okay? So let us check if we've got the correct answer. So this is the final answer. 384.11I minus 192.06J minus 256.07 K. Moment of force naman. So, introduce ko na tong moment of force para pagdating natin sa susunod na topic, yung resultant, dire-diretso na tayo hanggang sa Barignones. Okay? So, moment of force or moment of forces in engineering mechanics or statics. So, the moment of force is just the turning effect produced by a force about a point of axis. So, for example, meron tayong, palitan ko lang itong kulay. Natin blue. Ayan. For example, meron tayo force given P at a distance D. So, if this is point A and point B. So, if you want to take the moment about A, so, as you can see, here's the force at a distance D, it will rotate clockwise, di ba? So, the moment about A is just equals to, moment about A is just equals to force P multiplied by the perpendicular distance to the point of axis of rotation. So, PD. So, ito yun. Basic formula niya. O, for example, kung force yan, gawin natin F. So, is the moment about A is just F times D. Okay? Basic formula. So, where M is the moment of the force in Newton meter in metric or pound foot naman in SI. So, force is in Newton and pounds naman sa SI. So, D, take note of this. Kaya naka-highlight yan. Okay? So, D is the perpendicular distance. Pag sinabing perpendicular, dapat yung distance nitong D from the line of action ng force F, dapat this is perpendicular or in 90 degrees. Okay? Perpendicular. So, sample. So, let's analyze this one. So, in the figure given, so moment of force lang to, assuming clockwise are positive lahat. So, compute the moment of the force, 450 pound, and force P, which is 361, about points A, B, and C. So, as you can see, this is point A. This is point B. And this is point C. Okay? And this is point D. So, pinapakuha lahat yung mga moment about this point. So, marami yan. So, for example, yung F, iba yung moment niya about this point A. Yung P, iba rin yung moment niya about point A. Okay? So, ang problema, for example, yung F, di ba? This is the line of action ng force F. So, para makuha natin yung moment nito about point A, so we need to determine first this one. So, this is the perpendicular distance of point F papunta sa A. Di ba? Ang problema, wala tayong measurement nito. Ang hirap kunin. Diba? Paano gagawin natin? How can we able to resolve this sample problem? So another technique is, if this is force F, we will resolve this force F into its component. So vertical and horizontal component para mas madali. Diba? So as you can see, this is dito siya tumama kasi dito hindi natin pwede extend, hindi natin alam yung eksaktong location nito, di ba? So dito na lang, pinakamadali. Yung origin position niya. So this will be the Medyo kapalan ko lang yung ano. Hindi pala pwede. Gawin naman natin na green. Ayan. So, eto ngayon yung magiging horizontal, rather vertical and horizontal components ng ano, ng F. So, denote natin to as Fy and this will be Fx. So, this was discussed previously, di ba, from our past lesson. So, how to resolve the vertical and horizontal component of F. So, this is how we compute. So, unfortunately, hindi given yung angle, but given yung slope. Di ba? So, the slope of this is 3. Ayan o, 3 units. Ayun naman siya. Ayun, feet pala, 3 feet. And then, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hanggang dito kasi. So, 4 feet. So, 3, 4. So, therefore, kailangan kunin natin tong C. Kasi slope ang gagamitin natin. So, 3, 4. That will be the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. Or special triangle yan. Automatic pag 3, 4. Automatic 5 yan. 5 feet. So, para makuha natin yung horizontal component, natin block. Ayan. So, Fx is equals to 4/5 ng F. 4/5 ng F. Which is equals to 4/5 ng 450 pounds. So, therefore, Fx is equals to 360. So, that is 360 pounds. And then, for Fy, so, vertical naman siya. Ito naman yung adjacent niya. So, 3/5. So, 3/5. Okay? 3/5 of 450 pounds. So, therefore, that is equals to 270 pounds. Okay? So, lagay na natin dito para hindi tayo ma-confuse later on. So, that is 360 pounds. And then, Fy is 270 pounds. So, kunin na rin natin. Let us also determine the horizontal and vertical component of P. Okay? So, I will erase. Okay. So, to determine the vertical component of horizontal and vertical component of P, so let us determine first the slope. So, as you can see, this is the initial, the tail and the head of the force P. So, as you can see, the slope is 3 feet by 1, 2. So, 2. So, therefore, this is square root of 3 squared plus 2 squared. So, square root of 13. Okay? Square root of 13. Okay? That is square root of 13. So, now, we can now get the horizontal component, Px. So, that is 2 times 2 over square root of 13. Multiply by P. So, that is 2 over square root of 13 multiplied by 361. And therefore, Px is equals to 361 200.24 or 25 or 247. And then for PY is 3 over square root of 13 multiplied by 361. So 300.37. 300.37 pounds. So that is positive, same kasi to the right and upward. So parehas rin sa F. Lagyan nyo nga pala ng direction, I forgot. The F axis is to the right, Fy is upward. So Px is to the right also, which is 200.247 pounds to the right. And then Py is 300.37 pounds upward. Okay? So now, we have already determined the vertical and horizontal component of each forces, F and P. We can now determine the moment of these forces about A, B, C, and D. Okay? So let us determine first for moment A. Yan, moment A tayo. So, pen. Oops. Yeah. So about A, so for M, A, F, moment of A. Moment of F naman about A. Moment of F about A. So we assume that clockwise are positive. So syempre negative yung counterclockwise. So ngayon, we resolve this force F into its component Fx and Fy, right? So this time, magkakaroon siya ng dalawa ngayon. So we will just take the summation of the moment of these two components about A. Ganun lang yun. And then determine mo lang kung paano siya iikot. If counterclockwise, so negative. If clockwise, positive. So as you can see, this is point A, right? And this is the vertical component Fy. So as you can see, this will rotate about A counterclockwise, right? So this is negative, yung Fy. So ano ba yung Fy natin? 360 multiply by the perpendicular arm, di ba? We know the formula for moment is just the force multiplied by the distance or the perpendicular arm. So as you can see, law of transmissibility, once again, we can extend this Fy up to this point, di ba? So this is the perpendicular distance, di ba, of Fy about A. So that is just 1 feet. Okay? Kasi 1 ayun, 1 unit or 1 feet or 1 foot pala, rather. Sorry. And then, Fx is, extend natin to. So, the perpendicular distance is 1, 1, 2, 3. So, therefore, so counterclockwise, it will rotate again as clockwise. So, negative once again. So, that is Fx 270 minus, multiplied by 3. So, therefore, the moment of the force F about A is just equals to negative 360 times 1 minus 270 times 3 is 1170. So negative means pound. So negative means it will rotate counterclockwise. So that is the answer for moment of F about A. So next, let us determine naman moment of wait, what happened? May kulang ba ako? Wait lang ha. 3, 4, 5. Tama naman. 170 lang to. F about A. Wait lang guys ha. Summation of fx is 3, 4 pip. 4 pip multiplied by 450. Tama naman, 360. Then, 361 multiplied by 3 pip. Oh, 270. So this is moment of N. Ay, sorry. Sorry guys. Kaya pala. Nagkapalit ako. Okay, correction ha, correction. This is FY. So dapat 270. Napagpalit ko. Sorry. So 270 to. This is 270. FY to eh. Kasi FY is rotating about A with 1 unit perpendicularly distance niya. Yung perpendicular distance niya. So, and then 360 naman is FX. So 3. Okay, ingat lang kayo ha. Tulad ko, nagkamali. I got confused. So that is 270 times 1 negative minus 360 times 3 negative. So, ayun, 1,350. Yan, that is the correct answer. Sorry. Kala ko may error yung notes. 1,350. Okay. And that is 1,350 pound-foot counterclockwise since negative. Okay? And then, let us get moment of P naman about A. Moment of P. About A. P. So, as you can see, ito yun. So, this is the vertical component, PY. And this is PX, di ba? PX and PY. So, as you can see, about A, if we extend PY, this is the the perpendicular distance din niya. Yeah? And then, it will rotate, paano? It will rotate, purahin ko lang para hindi kayo ma-confuse, patong-patong na yung mga line. Okay? So, this will rotate clockwise, right? This will rotate clockwise kasi bakit? Extend ko siya. Ito yung direction ng PY component. So if this is point A, it will rotate clockwise. So that is positive, di ba? So therefore, PY multiply the perpendicular distance D, which is 2. So PY natin is 300.37 pounds multiplied by 2. Positive. And then as you can see naman, kung i-extend natin tong PX natin, so yung A, this time around, it will rotate negative counterclockwise. And the perpendicular distance is 3. So therefore, minus dx is 200.247 times 3. So that is MPA. Attention na guys, medyo pinapractice ko pa yung stylus. So MPA is equals to 300.37 multiplied by 2 minus 200.247 multiplied by 3. So that is, tama naman, di ba? MPA So, ayun. As you can see, this will give us a result of 1 over 1,000. So, kung titingnan mo, almost 0 na. 'Di ba? Kasi if you extend this, di ko rin napansin, no? Tama pala siya sa A. So, wala palang moment ang P with respect to A. Kasi pag in-extend natin to, it will more likely tama na. So, this will become 0. So, yun nga pala, tignan nyo rin kung tatama siya about that point. So, it will give you no moment. Okay? So, that's how you compute the moment of a force in a given slope. So, resolve muna into its components, and then yung component, compute the resultant of the moment about a point. Okay? So, try to answer yung remaining. So, the moment of force F with respect to B, moment of force C with respect to A. Moment of force F with respect to C and D. Okay? Please try to answer. So, it will be your assignment. So, that is the answer for this problem. So, ayan yung mga sagot. So, need na lang yung solution kung paano lobas yung mga sagot na yan. Okay? So, I have already given you the vertical and horizontal components of the force. So, madali na makuha yung mga moment. For example, ito. Sagutan natin itong P with respect to B. So, ito yung B, di ba? So, as you can see, ito, pakanan, pababa. So, parehas 3. Yeah, yung distance. So, pag in-extend mo to, 3 yung distance. Ito, pag in-extend mo, 3 rin yung distance. So, yung PX is clockwise. Mag-rotate, right? Diba? So, MP with respect to B. So, another sample lang. So, 200.24 multiplied by 3. So, ito naman, as you can see, this will rotate yung PY counterclockwise. So, this is minus, PY is 300.37 multiplied by 3 also. So, using your calculator, 200.247 multiplied by 3 minus 300.37 multiplied by 3 is equals to 300.37. Yeah? Pero this time, negative yung sagot. So, therefore, 300.37 is negative pound-foot or 300.37 pound-foot counterclockwise. So, no direction, mali So, this is vector quantity. So, dapat meron siyang direction and magnitude. Okay? So, try to answer the other remaining. Next. Ito naman, another sample problem. So, using the same figure, same moment. So, ito naman, if the moment about C is 750 pound-foot, find its moment about D. Okay? So, si F lang. Focus lang tayo kay F. So, same. Alam na naman natin to. This is, back tayo dito. Ayan. Sorry, di pala kailangan. So, alam natin na ang slope nito ay 3, 4, 5. Diba? So this is Fy and this is Fx. But sinabi rito, the moment of C, saan na yun? C about, the moment of F about C is 750. So F about C is 750 pound-foot. Right? So, pag ni-resolve natin to, this is just simply, eto lang yon. So, as you can see, kapag in-extend natin itong C, it will pass through point C. So, therefore, yung Fx, wala siyang moment about C. Pero yung Fy, meron. So, therefore, this is equal to 750 pound-foot is equals to Fy, which is the vertical component, Fy times the arm, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diba? 5 units multiply by 5. Okay? So therefore, alam na natin si Fy, diba? So Fy is just simply equal to 5, ano ito? 5, 750 over 5. Ayan. So that is the vertical component. So Fy is 750 over 5. So that is 150. So the vertical component is 150 pound upward. So ngayon, para makuha natin yung moment about D, we also need to find Fx. So unfortunately, dumaan si Fx dun. Pero pwede nating ma-resolve yan using this one. So we know naman that F is equals to 3/5, diba? Fy is 3/5 ng F, right? So, but we know Fy, that is 150. So, therefore, substituting, it will become 3/5 ng F is equals to 150 pound. So, therefore, F is 150 multiplied by 5 divided by 3. So, 250. So, that is 250 pounds. So, ito pala yung magnitude talaga ng F. Diba? And then, we can now get Fx. So, we know Fx is 4/5 ng F, which is 4/5 ng 250. Diba? So, therefore, Fx is 4/5 250 is 200. Okay? So, 200 pound. So, ngayon, kompleto na yung components natin. 200 to the right, and then 150 pound upward. So, now we can now get the moment about D. So, ito yung purpose natin. So, therefore, if this is the horizontal component, it will rotate clockwise. Diba? So, therefore, moment of F about D is equals to rotate siya ng clockwise with perpendicular distance of 3. So, Fx, 200 positive kasi clockwise, multiply by 3. And then, as you can see, if we extend this vertical component ng F, Fy, it will rotate naman siya counterclockwise. Diba? With a distance of 1. Perpendicular distance. Ito yun eh. Diba? So therefore, minus, alam natin na 150 yung Fy, minus multiply by 1. So therefore, the answer is 200 times 3 minus 150. So therefore, the answer is 450 pound-foot. So positive result, it is rotating clockwise about it. Ayun. So, ano lang to, ang tawag dito, reverse engineering. So, maghanap ka ng mga equation to be able to resolve the problem into its components so that you will be able to analyze the problem easily. Okay? So, if you have any clarifications, you can pause the video and then rewind it. Okay? The answer is 450 pound-foot rotating clockwise. So this will be your assignment. I would like you to add this as your assignment. Answer it will be submitted on our face-to-face class. So yun ang answer. Ito, pass mo na to. I will discuss it later on. Okay? So before I will discuss this will be involving equilibrium equation. Okay? So ito lang muna. Yan, ito at saka yung isa pang moment. So once again, thank you for listening on our video recorded session. So once again, this is Engineer Adi Castro and saying thank you.